Gaming Show! Yeah! Yes! We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30! Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles.
All right,
Others
are we live?
will be exclusive.
Can we get some funny words in the
Looks,
chat?
y'all ready? Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without
Hey,
their
we're live.
support,
I was a
this event would
bit,
not happen.
as you can tell, I'm a
Thank
bit
you
late
so
to the
much.
show, but
Thanks to you for
I
coming
think
out.
you can
It's 10
forgive me
a.m.
for
in Los
that.
Angeles. Happy Monday,
It's
everyone.
it's the PC gaming
There
show.
we
No one
go.
actually
Hello to all
gives
of you up in the
the
balconies,
slightest
or
hair of a
thanks to
wet
you
fuck.
tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you. My name is Day9. I'm one of your hosts for this event.
All right, is
Joining
the audio
me
good?
is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you
All
very
right,
much.
are people,
Thank you, Sean.
are they
Hello,
going to
everyone.
like?
Now, for you guys
Here's the thing.
at
Here's
home,
what I want to
whatever
see. I want to see
platform
Epic
you're
Games
watching on,
redeem themselves.
We are going to be pulling your clever
Because I
comments.
don't hate them
Just
as much as most
remember
people do
that
for some
clever
reason.
comments
I think they're
from Twitch,
perfectly
Twitter,
fine.
YouTube,
They
and
just got a
Facebook
few
throughout the show, making them
niggles.
famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live.
Few, well,
And
few
what are
niggles,
those
just a few.
Your questions for the Borderlands
Most of them
3
PR
Hello,
related.
mate.
It's fine.
You've got a mission to
Hey, ABCX fucker with the
That's right.
Pesetas or whatever the fuck it is. Thank you.
Asking those questions to the creative director of Borderlands 3. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show.
no.
And we'll read them live.
No,
Until then,
please don't
let's
get
start
Randy
the
out,
PC Gaming
please.
Show with
No,
our very
no
first
Randy.
title
I can't
from
take
UK
Randy. Not
developer
now. It's too early in the
Rebellion.
morning.
Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And
But is the
now,
audio good?
Rebellion
Everything's-
is ready to reveal
everything's
the
okie pokey?
vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
Oh, Pulse of Evil Genius. I never played this, nor know anything about the game. I just heard of its existence once. Where's the Bethesda reaction video? Patrons can see it. I've posted in the Patreon Discord. I might put it in the live stream playlist at some point, so you can watch the E3 streams there. Mukbang. Well, there was an attempt. Okay, this is a really holy shit. They just killed the minority. A woman minority. These truly are the most evil beings on the planet. Oh my god.
Vampire the Masquerade
Oh,
Part
Rebellion!
2 is the
Fuck,
successor
okay,
to the
I'm
Masquerade
not interested
of
anymore.
7. And with me to talk about it, I have
Rebellion
Brian
makes
Masoda
such
and
shit
Tara Ellison
games,
from
I'm sorry.
Sleep Labs. Now, Brian, you were a writer on the very first game, so what does it mean for
Oh,
you
Vampire the
to finally
Masquerade,
get to
okay.
work on a sequel?
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
What did I miss? You didn't miss anything, Squid. We just started. There was a Evil Geniuses 2, that's about it.
Guess I have to be the one to tell you. You're dead. You're obviously new to this
They have,
whole year.
this isn't good.
We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade. The city. We're all fighting over scraps here. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your death. Having fun yet?
I keep hearing good things about the first Vampire the Masquerade. Was that any good? Like, how good was that? Oh, Q1. Alright.
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this
I remember
world?
that was like a
So
CRPG
in,
type meme. Is that correct?
what
Like
it is,
isometric
it's kind
type
of a
thing?
dark
This
version
looks
of our
more,
world,
I'd
and
say
vampires,
Dishonored-y.
Need to keep their presence secret from humanity. So the vampires are kind of staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulating us in order to get blood.
We're talking about feeding on human beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show.
I wonder.
It's not just a case, though, of sucking blood and filling up your health meter, is it? Actually, different types of blood do different things.
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can feed on those people to like feel the same things as human beings do, to feel more.
Watching you
alive.
for a
And
couple
that can be,
years,
like,
wanted to
really
say
powerful in the game.
cheers.
Hey,
Really
cheers,
interesting
lads. I'm glad you've been
character
watching
as
for a
well. What
while.
kind of relationships are we
That's
gonna be
cool.
forming
Thanks
with
for
them
the
as players?
$4. Les.
Well,
Lays,
very
laws,
fragile,
lozenge,
very volatile
Lazarus.
relationships, very mature relationships. So it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really intriguing to me when I was learning about this game is you don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment to becoming a vampire, Clara.
That's right. So essentially, in the game, when you were made as a vampire, sort of a very young vampire, a lot of other vampires are made at the same time in this thing called the Mass Embrace. And that means that essentially they're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time compared to them because they don't know what they're doing. They're going through vampire
Fortnite,
puberty,
I'm the
on
most
their
hated
own,
battle
and you
royal.
might have a
Todd,
family, you
hold
might
my
have,
microtransactions.
say, a wife and
Oh,
children,
fucking hell.
and you're morally
God.
objecting to drinking blood. To
Fallout
survive.
76
So
Battle
that's
Royale.
actually
That's only
quite,
hated
say,
purely from
then stereotyping,
association.
so
It
you can
doesn't
find
even
that throughout the
exist
world
yet.
as well.
It's crazy how we
Brian,
just
the
moved
first game
past
came out
that.
in
We
2004.
That's
You
something
waited
I still
15
haven't
years
comprehended
for this.
just yet.
Any pressure?
Yeah,
Absolutely insane.
but
It's like
yeah, we're
a
gonna
PR company
Well, you know
was
what? I think there are
told
people around the
to
world
create
watching this,
the
and of course the audience
worst
here, and they all can't
marketed
wait to
game
play
of
this
all
game. Can you wait,
time.
guys?
And that's Fallout 76. It's absolutely insane. But
So I
thank
think
you,
you've
the
convinced
Tolkien
everyone here
Fury.
now. When are we going to be able to play the game?
Tolkien Fury.
we're
Fury.
going,
The $5.
Q1,
Cheers.
Next year.
Fantastic. When can we learn more?
Bloodlines2.com.
Thank you so much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Thank you so much. Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space? Starmancer is a space station sim from Ominux Games and Chucklefish.
I mean, people would have just been
After
happy with
catastrophe on
Dwarf
Earth,
Fortress.
Humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to mine asteroids. On
Dwarf
Earth, but when
Fortress.
you're living in space, there can be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
Crikey. This is like... God, this whole show is like browsing Steam summer sales, but only one game at a time.
Leg.
And you have to watch the entire trailer before you can move on to the next game. It's... like, yeah, I can tell right away. I'm not going to be interested in this. I don't care. But... Fuck me. Chucklefish. Chucklefish, that sounds familiar. Anyway, thank you for the leg, Laz. Thank you for the Les leg. Fuck. Thanks for the $2, cunt. Chucklefish. Alright, what have they done? That sound familiar. Oh, Stardew Valley and Starbound. Alright, fair enough. I suppose you have permission to be excited for it if you are interested in that kind of thing.
Our next guests both started as modders, and now they each independently run their own studio. Let's welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
Hey, Sean.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, and running your own studios. Talk me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve.
You
so,
think, should I
we've known
pre-order
the
for
Torn Banner
Doom
guys for a long
Eternal?
time, even giving them some
Only
advice
if
when they
it's
were
the
modders,
collector's
going
edition.
commercial, helping them not make
Then you have
mistakes that we
permission
made.
to pre-order.
And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent former mod team,
Collector's
professional
editions are
super group
always
to
tricky to
get an
a
awesome
hold
game
of.
out
Particularly
to
that
fans.
one. That's gonna be
Yeah, and for us,
fucking
this is a
bitch.
dream partnership as
But have you
well.
seen the
We've
cover
all been
art
really
for
close with
fucking Doom
Tripwire,
Eternal?
and we
It
really
looks.
respect their
I know I
games.
have a tendency
We
to
see them as one of
overuse
the
this
few
word,
studios
but
that's bringing
it
true
looks
innovation to the
shad
FPS
as
genre, and
fuck.
that's
It
what we're
looks
all about as
so
well.
cool.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
Like, look at that. That looks sick as fuck. It's like a Boris Vallejo painting. That's so cool. On the collector's edition. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, yeah, you got a thing? What's this?
You go first. It's your chicken.
Who are these people? This is... Oh, is this that, M. Moreau? Morose? Is that the medieval game people keep talking about? Oh, Chivalry 2! Alright. Kind of redundant seeing as Mordhau has come out. But okay. That was pretty morbid.
Talk
I like
to me
it.
about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2 is about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
Yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then a bar fills up. You're, like you said, burning houses, killing peasants, you know.
yeah.
Nice. Is
Playing
there going to be
because
real-time
getting
rape
killed. It's really
mechanics?
about letting the
Because if you
player
don't,
experience
it's not going to be a
every iconic
realistic
moment of
medieval
the
sim.
era. And on top of that, this time around, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous game
Yeah.
was, the 64 players. And
You like my mug?
On top of that increased scale,
I
we've
found it
added
on the side of the
forces,
road. I
which
didn't pay money
really
for it.
allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction and the weight that you would expect when two medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. which is
Okay,
what I
forget
really
my
enjoy about
previous
when I-
analogy.
Yeah, I
It's
wanna
like
ask
browsing
about
the Steam
fluidity,
Summer
because in a lot of
Sale,
melee combat games, you hit a button
but
and
you
there's
can
a
only
full
browse one
animation
game at a
swing,
time,
sort of
and you
resets.
have to
It's
watch
pretty
the full
discrete,
trailer,
chunky times, I
and
understand.
every now and again you
Chivalry
have to
2
go through a
swordplay
job
operates differently
interview
than that.
to get
Yeah,
to
we
the
kinda think of
next
it like when
game.
you're swimming, where you're
That's
kind of
what
constantly
this is
using both
like.
arms at the same time. And
Yeah.
a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple
Anyone got any
opponents at the same
ketamine?
time.
Honestly,
Like
I'm
one-on-three,
fucking.
one-on-four situation.
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy
Right.
and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, I'm talking about swordplay and mastery, but
I'm just waiting for
original
them to
Chivalry is
confirm.
kinda like silly
I'm gonna
fun.
assume
Like, how do
Bum
you
Bum
balance
in
the mastery
Creed
with the fun
400
Our
million.
goal has
Oh,
always been to make
gosh.
it so that players can take
It's
the
gonna
game
go
as
on for
seriously
that
as
long,
they want
isn't
to,
it,
and also
really?
as silly as they want to. We know that probably about half our audience
Wait.
plays the game drunk. And we
Oh
love
shit!
that.
I think it announced the release of
at least
Metal
half,
Wolf Chaos
yeah.
XD.
That's an important metric to track.
Oh
And
fuck!
the game has a
That's
huge
really good.
influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities. I mean, the game is
Surprised they didn't
genuinely
announce it at
hilarious.
the Devolver
As an
Digital, but
example, you can
he's good
beat
too.
a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Like picking up a chicken as a
Yeah,
weapon.
physically
that's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him to death with a
Well,
chicken.
that's
If you
excellent,
don't
Rob.
remember
You're gonna
Metal
have
Wolf
to
Chaos XD, it was
When can you
from
get their
last
games?
year's Devolver Digital. It's an
Chivalry
old,
2 is coming
it's an
out,
old FromSoft game where
early
you're the
2020,
president of the United States in a
and
mech
it's
suit,
coming,
and it's
first
really
to the
cool and
Epic Games
stupid.
Store.
Oh,
It's
look forward
getting
to checking it out
remastered,
early
apparently,
2020.
by Devolver
Gentlemen,
Digital.
John Gibson and Steve Piggott with Chivalry 2. Thank you so much. We are just getting started here at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up, build a world for wildlife in Planet Zoo.
I don't
From the
care.
creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes.
Oh, Darksiders, I
Baldur's
really
Gate
don't care.
3, and more trailers, interviews, and gameplay footage.
This is always so fucking tedious. Loops. Is this Dude Simulator? I think I saw this on Keymailer. He's got that wagon though. Yes, it's powered by the Epic Game Store. We don't diss the Epic Game Store here. That's not allowed. You can a little bit, but you know. If you call it Chinese spyware, I'll eat your fucking tonsils. Ugh. Well, that's interesting.
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric adventure game coming later this year from developer Killbyte and publisher Raw
Developing
Fury.
like an Orwellian nightmare scenario around Cookie Clicker. I could believe that. That's pretty good.
We're listening to your reactions to the PC Gaming Show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed multiplayer hide-and-seek game inspired by a popular mod. Charge up your proton packs and get ready for Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Based on what mod?
When the night falls,
Look, I am Faceless Corporate Entity, here to tell you that Faceless Corporate Entities are bad. Give money, please.
Thank you for the $5, Nathan Despacito. Or Esperanto, whatever it is.
it'll make you feel brand new. So just tell me
I gotta say, Nintendo have really stepped up their game with Luigi's Mansion.
got a big surprise for you.
Is this Luigi's Mansion mixed with Prop Hunt? I think it bloody is. Oh, hang on, just someone doing this one. I don't know.
I've got a big surprise for you.
Epic Sauce.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone.
for having me.
Oh, is this a solo dev project?
Sam, please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So Midnight Ghost Hunt is a multiplayer ghost hunting hide-and-seek game.
Nah, it
you can
couldn't
play as
be.
either
That's
as
insane.
ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside
Luigi
average everyday
Mansion
objects around the haunted
Fortnite
house.
Edition.
The goal is to look like
God.
harmless furniture.
Don't do that.
But on the inside,
Luigi's
they're
Mansion
not so
deserves
harmless
better.
ghosts, as you saw.
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's not about hiding as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on a Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's
Oh, fuck, it is. Shit.
The big twist for
I was
us is
talking
that the bugs
bollocks.
fight
All right.
back. You saw the furniture, they hurled themselves at you. They knocked
I wasn't
you
paying
out, they
attention.
sent you
I'm
flying.
kind of.
So it kind of almost becomes like this
I-
action hide-and-seek
I'm
sort of
barely
mashup.
holding in, man.
You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of the things that you're
No,
hunting.
this
Actually,
show
another
needs
dynamic.
like a personality,
And I wanna
like
ask
someone
about when
with
the clock
an
strikes
actual
midnight. We saw
soul,
the very
someone
spooky
who
red color
isn't
pop
an
up. We didn't see
accountant.
What happens then? What's going on there?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives, 4 minutes into
Like
the
this,
match,
this show needs a
then, you
Nina.
hear this ominous
It needs to be a
grandfather
Nina,
clock chime
someone
across
who
the
can
map.
actually
All
like
the lights will actually flicker
have a
out, get really
personality.
dark and scary, and all the
just to
ghosts
get me
that were
through
destroyed
this.
actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted, and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for their evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like
wind up
90,
something
yeah,
like
usually
that?
because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight.
Right.
The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring by destroying all of the ghosts and clearing the house.
Australian man spirals into depression. The stream.
Yeah, I mean that's most streams, but this one in particular,
You
this
can
is
sign up at
neat. Thank you,
midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also
Stardust
like to give a shout out to our
Onion.
Discord,
No, no,
discord.gg/midnightghosthunt.
Crusader Onion. Onion
Later in the
Crusader?
summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone.
Oh yeah,
from
Stardust
Voltage
Onion,
Sky
Crusader
Games.
Onion. Fuck. All right, whatever. Thank you for the £2.
For our next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand.
Whoa!
John, yes. It's a big sequel to a small.
Bumper
indie game.
cocaine!
Unexplored
Holy
2
shit!
is a procedural
It's a
adventure
sequel!
roguelike that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
Can Gaben just come on stage and announce a Team Fortress virtual card game? Cause fuck 'em. Okay, let's start a discussion. Do you think Animal Crossing fans deserve another Animal Crossing game? Because at this point, I'm thinking fuck them? I'd be okay with that. They're kind of assholes. I think I would get much more amusement from there not being another Animal Crossing game. Just to see the absolute cretins who play those games get angry again. They'll throw a big boo-hoo. Well, I'll have a good time. I'll have a drink. Have a party.
Biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the Samsung C27 RG5 Curve.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
His mic's fucked. No. No. That's not how bullets work. They get it wrong every fucking time. The casing doesn't get shot out of the barrel, you wanker. Every fucking time. This is just advertising a monitor. This is just monitor advertising. Why are you using Battle Royale's asset flip to advertise the fidelity of your fucking monitor, you absolute brainlets? Oh, 250 hertz. That's actually pretty cool. Can't wait to spend $8,000 on that.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance.
Are we really
and we think that
having
the
an
curve,
extended
it's 1500
discussion
gonna be a very immersive
about
experience you
a
wouldn't get from a traditional
monitor?
flat panel.
And I wanted to ask a little bit about some of
The flat light
Sure,
bulb.
it's a 3001 contrast ratio.
We're having a
So it's
discussion
deeper
about
black,
the
brighter
flat
white,
light
so you'll see
bulb.
your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
Oh, it's a slightly curved light bulb this time. Well, let me fucking change my underpants because I've just came through them. They have burst of my turgid erection.
So we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure. So it'll be available in mid-July for under $400 for a 27-inch panel.
Wait,
So
$400?
Gaming lineup to 8 yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27 inch is
Right.
the $400. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming
Shit,
lineup
I mean, my
extends
monitor
from
is
12
fucking
range from
27
24 all the way up to 49 dual
inch.
QHD.
Or is it 32?
Check
No, it's
out
27
Samsung.com
and it's 144 hertz. That's actually not too
back of
bad.
the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience.
Wait, no, I'm not giving you this any credit. Boo, get off the stage, you rape fish.
It's not 4K.
It's not 4K.
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage, including Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3. The next game from Clay Entertainment.
I'll take...
Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris.
Oh, Randy.
And more.
At this point, I'll take Randy. I'll take anyone. Please,
And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from
At
Funcom.
least blatant lying and assaulting your co-workers, at least that's a personality.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the very first time ever. And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on. So without further ado, here are some of the games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone.
Oh, I think I've seen this. Or have I? Or did they say it was a world exclusive and I'm just an idiot? Oh, it's an XCOM clone. Okay, catch up. Never mind.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's backs, right? What happens to you happens to me.
I'm sorry, that guy... Why is the moose... I'm not going to think about it. It's not worth it. This looks like Age of Empires knockoff. Or at the very least, just a real-time strategy. And real-time strategy is for cockroaches and people who bore accountants to death. Moon of Madness. Oh, it's another first-person fucking horror game. No, can we skip this? Fast forward, please. I can't take this anymore.
Hour of Randy doing card magic is better than this.
Oof. Oh. Oh, that's hard to say. Oh, that's difficult. Ooh. An hour of this, an hour of Randy. Yeah, I'll take an hour of Randy. Fuck it. Nah. I'm desperate at this point. Randy doing the world's most awkward card tricks.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something a little different.
Thank you, Natasha. So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan Chop Chop. And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that was an April Fool's joke.
Oh no, it's an April
so,
Fool's joke
yeah,
made into a real thing. Don't do that. This is always a tremulous road to go down. You know what the terrible thing is? This really does look like the best Conan game ever made. That's not a compliment in any way, shape, or form, though.
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo
You should
room,
apologize
so
for your country.
Conan a try.
Why? What have I done? Did I introduce the White Australia policy? Was that me? Fuck. Whoops. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you, Ryan M, for the $2.
Last Oasis
And
is a
for-
nomadic
for the White
survival game
Australia
set in a
policy.
post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, sunshine. This is one of the most original looking.
WYR sit through this or have Chariot Requiem swap your body with Todd Howard.
Oh, dude, I'd swap my body with Todd Howard any day, Louis. I'd take that. The power that would give me. Would my soul even be worthy? That would be amazing. Oh, hang on. I think of... Is this Far Lone Sales? Or is this another thing? Anyway, thank you, Tolkien Furry. $5. Sand Striders don't move like that or that fast. That looks so weird. Like, Sand Striders can only move in a straight line, and also very slowly. Whatever, it's a vinegar game. Vasto rate? What does that say? I could barely even. I think that's Last Oasis. This is another RTS or a Civilization clone type meme. Okay. Dinosaurs with lasers? That is pretty heckin' quirky, my dude.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planetfall.
Oh, they're talking to the developers of an RTS. No. These are people that bore people to death who bore accountants to death. Come on.
So, Leonard, just give us the
so
gist
scared.
of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
And they include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs, or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, because there's a pretty broad range of 4X strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Oh, these are the people that made Age of Empires.
Spaceship comes down
Well,
onto
that's
the planet.
something,
the
I
planet is where the
guess.
entire game takes place.
If you like
And that
RTSs,
spaceship will then
that's
transform into a
something.
capital colony where your entire empire begins with
Ugh.
the potential to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and each of these sectors has a little story. Well, not most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab which is still full
Never
of
let
horrible
Epic
mutant
Games
creatures,
power
then
shit.
the
To
team
be
is
fair,
constantly
this is
overrun
every
by
year.
horrible robot monsters,
This
and
isn't their
endless holes
fault.
in the sky and horrible demons who come and get you.
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect. Well, I mean,
Cats with lasers. No, sorry, no cats with lasers.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy games. How does that function?
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks.
I actually have a headache because of this show.
Yeah, it's a form of torture. It is genuinely just groundbreakingly boring. Thank you for the $2 Data Alien.
This year's
Mad.
E3 is crap. Glad I'm not there.
Not being at E3, that's basically every year. It is always a better experience to just not be there. Like maybe being on the show floor, maybe, but that's
This is so boring, I feel like I'm being punched by Gold Experience.
Mooja.
Combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be
My
very
life
brief.
is
It just,
Mooja.
you know, shows two armies pinging off.
Anyway,
each
thank
other.
you,
But I
Talk
understand
with
that
the Fairy,
tactical layer
for
is
$5.
quite
Thank
rich.
you.
Right, so when combat starts,
Ryan
you'll see, like, on the
Oryx,
world map,
which
maybe
I
like a
think
little
that's
sort
the
of
nostalgia
space lab or
collection
something like
profile
that.
picture, and
When you
thank you,
start
Dead.
go into
And
combat,
game
you
for the
zoom
$2.
all the way in,
Eat
it's
my
like
ass.
inside the lab. You're all the
fuck.
pipes and all of the goops flowing
Oh,
around. All of your
God.
units which you've been putting together and built are now deployed. In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons. Maybe you've chosen the Dvar, so you've got like a bunch of space dwarves in little metal suits. They'll dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and slash people and puke acid on them.
How long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can be maybe...
If they want to go all
2 or 3
out, and
minutes,
I
but at
mean
the end of the
really
game, you know, you've got a
blow
massive siege,
everyone's
like 20
dick
units on
off,
your side,
I
20
mean
units
go
on their
all
side,
the
you've got
fuck
orbital
out.
cannons blowing
Is this
out
what
in the world.
Dio does when he
That can maybe
attains
take
heaven?
Well, talk
God,
to us
probably.
about when we can play the game.
I'd believe it. But
game's
if
due
these people
this
really
August.
want to blow
It's
everyone's
gonna be
dick
available on
off,
PC, multiple platforms,
You know, for the
consoles,
master race,
and it's
this is
available for pre-order
bollocks.
now.
Well, lovely.
oh, Master Race my
What's that
fucking
URL?
balls. Thank you,
It's
Crusader Onion, for the 2 quid.
AOW-planetfall.com.
But okay, now I can tell my
looking
joke.
forward to it. It's less than 2
Yeah,
months
if they
away,
really
so
wanted to
thanks
blow
so much.
everyone's
Thank
dick
you.
off, blow everyone, just blow everyone away, surprise everyone, really go all the fuck out, they would announce the next version of Excel spreadsheet.
What year is it?
Just go all the fuck out. Who gives a fuck?
Europe lies
Kill
in
'em
ruins,
all.
torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the Fuhrer into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from
Wait,
over.
Führer? Hitler? A game with Hitler in it? Okay.
Is the world exclusive reveal
This
of
just
the
got
next
interesting.
shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
Oh, fuck. Rebellion, damn it. No, not Rebellion.
Rated M for mature.
Do you play as Hitler? Not actual gameplay. Oh, is this another fucking... Oh, god damn it. Not this shit again. Commit too much murder or too much gay. I remember being really proud of myself when I came with that fight. I don't even remember what that was from, but fuck. I say shit sometimes, honestly. I'm gonna get in trouble one day. The Great Cornholio? Maybe for the dollar? But fascinating name. Is this still fucking going? You know, you showed a lot of promise when you brought up Hitler, but now you've just... It's really gone downhill with bringing up Nazi fucking zombies. I can't remember what it's called. I thought Undead Nightmare? No, it's something else. I know Rebellion made a lot of zombie games based off of the Sniper Elite engine stuff meme. But, like, do we see zombie Hitler?
Can Poochie just reset the universe?
Yeah, but here's the thing. If he resets the universe, we'll just be in the same place as we were last time. And, in fact, that means we'll have to go through it, actually, 37 times. You really want to do that to yourself? I don't know if Hohei Joestar is canon or anything. I think it's canon, because it's funny. But, yeah, the universe got reset 37 times. Fun facts, the JoJo universe. And every single one of those universes... Zombie Hitler! Yes, yes. Okay, this just got fascinating. I'm curious now.
Later,
We really have just gotten over World War II. Like, hey, do you guys remember the worst human-based tragedy of all existence? Here's funny video games of it. Like, we've really gotten over that.
And more.
The imagery of zombie Hitler has made it worth it.
Why do they even bother with the PC gaming showcase? Every year is always so goddamn boring.
I know, I have no idea why. And the crazy thing is, this might not even be the worst one, because I think Kinda Funny Games is getting their own conference. What a fucking nightmare that's gonna be. Anyway, thank you Royal Barrel for the $3. I kicked your ass in Brawlhalla yesterday.
This evil will consume our world and the countless worlds beyond.
What's this? I remember seeing something like this yesterday.
Unless you rise to meet it. A trial by fury and blood.
Finally, Warframe. Time to ignore everything else.
Oh, is this Warframe?
Prepare yourselves.
This doesn't look like Warframe. Let's just pretend it's Warframe. That way we can, like, actually not sleep. Oh, I remember this! I saw a trailer for this, like, ages ago. This isn't new. Yeah, I think I got offered a code for it, but then I was like, this looks really boring. I'm not going to bother. Yeah, that's not setting me balls alight or anything.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch of cool fantasy worlds.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance to see a huge variety of different environments. Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience a bunch of different stuff. And you start on Earth, but it rapidly changes
Hey guys,
very quickly as you get into the game.
I don't really give a shit about Death Stranding.
About before is that replayability is a huge
It just looks like a
focus of the
walking
game.
simulator. Like, who gives a fuck?
Still be seeing new bosses, new monsters, new
Like,
locations.
why do you care so
Yeah, I
much?
think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs, bosses, everything.
You built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game.
What the hell happened to Witchfire? That's an excellent question. Witchfire. I've been looking forward to that for like 2 years now.
An old guy in a helicopter and killed a tree ant, and we'd have completely different.
We've heard it got announced at
have
the
to
Game
keep going
Awards
through and
3
eventually
years ago,
explore
and then
what all the
nothing.
possibilities are.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again to see.
Coming
stuff.
out
You can
next
jump in
year
your friend's
apparently.
world to
Fuck my
experience the
dick
content
off.
in their
Have you
world.
seen
That's a big part of the
Witchfire?
game, just jumping in and seeing what you get.
I want to ask about.
Hang on,
which is-
I'm just gonna mute this. No one cares. I just want to watch. I want to watch the Witchfire. Let's watch the Witchfire trailer because this shit looks cool.
Rebellion Studios rebel against making good games.
Yeah, that's kind of their shtick. I'm gonna watch a trailer for a game I actually give a shit about just to stem this fucking shit show. I'm so fucking bored. Alright, hand animation. Nice, nice. Alright, this is actual trailer. Oh, look at that. That looks sick as fuck. If you don't know, this is... I'll start it from the start. Because when this was announced at the Game Awards, this looks so fucking clean. It had the best mic drop moment I'd ever seen in my life in a trailer. It looks so fucking sick. If the fucking thing would actually load. I'm going to drop it down to 720. Oh, it's probably because I've got that full screen in another window. To be fair though, Aiden, Surreal and Hyojin kept kicking. Fuck off. I haven't played the game in fucking years. Shut up. There we go. Come, just fucking play, you cunt! What is wrong with you? Alright, there we go, 480p. This is the best moment. This is the best trailer. Because it starts off walking, swim. Oh,
I can't anymore.
The
only game I am
vanishing of Ethan
excited
Carter.
for this E3 was GHOSTWIRE Tokyo.
yeah, I agree.
This
But yeah,
show is so boring.
it's so dull. I'm just gonna watch this. Alright, so it starts off from the creators of Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Ugh, fucking boring. It's a walking sim. What the fuck? Painkiller and Bulletstorm. People can fly. Yes! Holy shit. Fuck my whole dick off. Look at that. Oh, that is so fucking metal. Oh, we haven't seen anything in like 2 years. Oh god, that is so sick. Alright, that was a jolt of emotion. Alright, let's... Alright, enough emotion. Let's go back to that. Alright, 2D animation. Cool. I missed all of that. This looks like... Can we...
It's changed quite a bit in the...
Oh my god, come on. It's a card game. It's a card game with extra steps. No, we're not in... No, don't give a shit.
Now, Piers, what kind of zoo are we going to be running here?
So Planet Zoo is a new management sim game from us.
Oh, Planet Zoo. It's a zoo. It's a
modern zoo.
It's another simulator.
The most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game. Each of our
Oh yeah, thank you, Royal Barrel, for $3. Fuck, that was ages ago.
And their own behaviours. They interact with each other and react with the world you build around them. And today, for the very first time, we're really excited to show everyone here our gameplay video and to announce our launch date.
Well, fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
Hey, remember the movie Zookeeper with Kevin James? I watched like half an hour of that. And
Wait, we seriously haven't seen anything from Witchfire since that announcement. I feel like they should have said at least something.
yeah, they've been really quiet about that. It's crazy. It's coming out next year apparently, but fuck. It's strange how quiet they've been. It's disturbing. No, thank you for the $3. Lol. Connectimals. Who gives a fuck about simulators? I don't get why there's so much pomp and ceremony about simulators. Like, that's an incredibly niche genre. Like, if you're gonna show a trailer of it, like, you're not gonna hook new people in. Like, the people who don't give a fuck about zoo simulators, I'm gonna see a trailer and go, holy shit, I can put down a tree! I am gonna buy and give all of my money and my body and my soul to these developers. Holy fuck.
Dave mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, learning about conservation, you want to learn about the research that they're doing, you want to be educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we take to heart, and we're going to be promoting, the health and the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
And Piers, when can we see more gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
So we're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to see that. So we've recorded our presentation.
Build our game for us and watch our AI run around in it. Is there a game? No. Now give us your money.
Yeah, basically. God, there's so many games like that, fucking Sims and all that.
Thank you so much for joining us. Piers and Lisa.
Remember Drawn to Life? It's made by the people who made Scribblenauts.
We have a very special
Like, it was...
all the way from Japan.
This thing was that you could draw all of the art assets for them. Thank you, Nathan Esposito.
I hope you can snipe the monkeys.
Oh god, that'd be really cool if you could control the tranquilizer darts for the monkeys that are escaping or ravaging the customers.
Game development is Mr.
And thank you, Onion Esposito, Onion Crusader, for the The two monies.
In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan also created the Shenmue series.
Fuck!
And is here to talk about
Damn it!
Shenmue 3 right now.
Fuck!
Take it away, Yusan.
Fuck! I thought for a second, yay, Japanese game developers, maybe something. Shenmue. Fuck. Fuck. We were so close. We were so fucking close. We were almost there. We're almost fucking there.
I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much.
Just show us Isaac Repentance footage already.
Oh god, yeah, just anything from Ed McMillan. Just anything, please.
That's right, let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
They're talking about a goddamn zoo game. Move on, I am so BLOOORED.
Yeah, genuinely, it's all of the games that the big publishers don't want to touch.
I don't think your kung fu is strong
And
enough.
you'd think they take that as, like, constructive criticism, but no.
Drawn to life? You mean Adventures of Beppis Man?
Adventures of Beppis, man. You're
A long
right.
time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger. One even
Wow, that
president
looks
of this
choppy.
very boat. Nam-Tren survived the ban and was passed on in this way.
What did you say to me? Stop it.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless. Hey, wait right there.
As long as it maintains the terrible voice acting, I'll be happy. I mean, I won't care either way, but still. Alright, if you don't... Okay. Holy fuck, I put a wheel spin, poop slinging, bononos. I shall pay all monkeys for an ad that looks like I can skip on YouTube. Also, Draw to Life is pretty good back in the day. Probably! I mean, if you could trick the monkeys into, like, stealing the customers' wallets, that'd be really cool. Like, have, like, actually funny, cool shit that you could do in a game. But problem is, it's a simulator, so you have to do real
near and dear
things.
to my childhood heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might and Magic 2.
Oh,
let's take a look at
wait,
an
no,
upcoming
isn't that a
collaboration
good
between
game?
Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Heroes of Might and Magic. Isn't that from... I think I saw a review of that. From a guy. What's his name? He makes 4chan means a lot. What's it called? It had, like, shads and versions in the title. Seth, yes! Seth. Seth Kezazak. Yes, that guy. That guy's our guy. That guy's cool. That guy's funny as fuck. I like that guy. He makes really good reviews. If Seth Kezazak. He's real stupid.
Hey people, Seth here.
Seth, our guy. Our guy's great.
Hey from Norway, can you say Jeg liker hard tisselur?
Jeg liker hard tisselur. There you go, got it. Hope you got your Norwegian shekels out of it.
And here to join me in talking about it is the
Thank
lead
you,
designer from
Diamika,
Lava
for the
Potion, Carl
20
Topfeld.
Nokias.
Hey, thanks. I mean, let's just start off. For anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series, what is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer. And from there, you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders. And you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world. They pick up resources to flag mines. And with those resources, you upgrade your town so you can get more stuff. And that's kind of what you do. Adventure and strategy combined.
Yeah, and, you know, I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the resources to build up the township, but for what reason? Armies, man. Talk to me about those juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game, is turn-based. So you go into combat, you bring all your troops in, and you start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats, like offense and defense and health and so on. And they go in initiative order, and then you slug it out, and it's a bit like chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great. And griffins and so on.
And all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated a lot of the gameplay elements into Songs of Conquest, but what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a
Can
lot
we
of it,
just
but,
get a JoJo game?
Fuck my dick off.
So
Just,
basically, in the Songs
that
of
would be an
Conquest,
actual tase to the nipples. Like, if they actually showed a JoJo game here, I would actually. That would release me from my death-like torpor. That would actually release me. That was so
you'd
good.
ask the basic question: what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like.
All right, don't go anywhere. I need to go to the toilet, but I'll be right back.
People go to get more
Suck my dick.
And as always, when's it coming out?
Late 2020.
Oh, it's quite a ways off.
It's quite a ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign up for alpha, and then you can play earlier.
Well, as you know, I'm really looking forward to playing it, Carl. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, our next title is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
You just saw the reveal of the new PvP mode coming to Vermintide 2, which turns the Warhammer Fantasy cooperative game into something even more brutally competitive. It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Skaven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 Versus beta at vermintide2.com/versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the planet into a flourishing home for humanity. Courtesy of
Him not being at his desk is this entire conference in a nutshell.
look at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement. Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines was. So they can succeed where we failed. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
In the Assassin's Creed universe, our next guest sent players back in time to rewrite history. But for his debut project with indie studio Panache Digital Games, he's going to take us back 10 million years to where humanity began. Here to tell us all about Ancestors is creative director and co-founder Patrice Désilets. Welcome, Patrice.
Thank you for having me. Really happy to be here. I've been waiting 10 years to come back on a big stage at E3 showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment first. And I said, oh,
Right, sorry about that.
cool guy.
Ran out of toilet paper and then attempted to hang myself, so guess we're back on this shit. Did I miss anything? That's a trick question, of course I didn't. Why is there a monkey?
Technology, and I was a bit naive because we built Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
I missed a JoJo? You're fucking with me. Fuck off.
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to
Okay, everyone. I'm gonna go back 2 minutes. No way did I miss an actual fucking JoJo.
Here's a first ever look at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not human.
Oh, fuck off. You guys are mean.
Transferring the
Right,
historical.
Right, and
When's it coming? It's in store.
You know what? Fuck actually all of you. Eat a dick.
There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about that.
Got fucking gaslighted, arseholes.
That's the idea of ancestors, the humankind.
The English lady's voice is excruciatingly annoying. It's like listening to the physical manifestation of Downton Abbey.
I made a game about characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you.
Really,
This
yeah,
time,
she
You're
is.
basically writing the story.
They've just
Like,
found
there's no
mathematically the
story per
dullest
se
human
inside.
beings
It's
on
not
the
about
planet to
going and
present
see
these
mission
fucking
givers.
shows.
It's not about looking at the mini-maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question I'm asking the players. It'll be
Berserk
for you to
pinball,
answer that
please.
question August 27th.
Anything. Reference anything.
On PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
I'm getting
Patrice.
good at this.
As Patrice says, Ancestors will be released August 27th, and you can learn more at AncestorsGame.com.
Thank you.
Yes, okay. Can they redeem themselves? Please, for the love of fuck, try to redeem. Decision, 100%. Thank you, Big James, for the $3,000, $7,000. Sure, why not? $2. There we go.
Sorry, Aiden. Love you and hope you're well less than 3.
What, did you do something? Am I in trouble? Am I dying? The fuck? Well, thank you, Zach, for the two. Am I dead? What happened? Oh shit, that game. Oh, that was Donkey played that game. I'm on board. Wait, is it over now? Please tell me this is it. Please tell me this is it. Well, you play next. Please tell me this is over.
Valentine or Poochie Ale?
Ooh, that's a difficult one. That's genuinely impossible. Oh, fuck. I'd have to go Valentine. Like, I love Poochie. I love the gay black priest. He's amazing, but Valentine, like, he picks up the napkin. He's on his shit. I love Poochie. Valentine. They're both great. I love them both. Please tell me this is over.
the stage, Loring Lee, founder and CEO of Dragon Nest.
Oh my god, can the director of Epic Games just come on and defend their shit? Honestly, please.
Hundreds of thousands, millions of players.
I'm rooting for you. You're the underdog. You can do this.
Coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it
Try
away,
and
Loring.
convince people that they're not terrible. Like, I'm so sick of people calling it Chinese spyware. Just please defend yourself.
Founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher, comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game.
Filthy acts at reasonable prices.
This is really an exciting moment for us.
It's not gay. $20 is $20. Classic. Thank you. But James for $2. Here's the thing. I genuinely thought that was a joke. The filthy acts done in the reason. I thought that was a joke. For the longest time, I thought people were joking. I had no idea that was the actual translated version. That's amazing. Other people say Poochie is kind of lame, kind of super loyal to Dio, but it's funny because Dio literally means God in Italian, and Poochie's a religious man. Yeah. But Poochie's cool, he's funny.
As everyone knows,
Like, he's gay, black, priest. It's conservatives' identity crisis. It's amazing. Anyway, what are these people? They look Asianese. They must have something interesting, surely. Please.
The PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Game Store. I look forward
Oh god, I gotta keep if you keep swearing them, I have to read them out. Fucking hell. Polar bears have gradually having bones in their and awful planes due to chemical pollution, capes. I wish that's cause. At least I would feel something while watching this. Jesus Christ. I too want to be melted down to the bones.
Fine now, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Chris Towers is a great example of that. A gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia.
Oh no, love letters to JRPGs. That's always a terrifying set of words. Are we going to get an Undertale? Or are we going to get a Y2K? The postmodernist RPG. Which one are we gonna get? There's no in between, it's always one of the two. And it's always swinging more towards the postmodern JRPG. Come on. Turn it up? Alright. Okay, first of all, amateur choice of font. That's one of the default fonts in Photoshop, just so you know.
If you knew how it ends, would you change it? Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight?
If you had one shot, something. It's the music of the moment. You know what I'm referencing.
If you learn from the past and
Whoa, what the fuck?
You can rewrite the future.
We all need Terraria 2 in our life, don't you agree?
Fucking Terraria 2. Off. What would it even be?
You having fun yet?
No.
It's fun, this is fun, it's fun.
I'm never having fun. Nothing is fun. I expressed, this is my fault, I expressed way too much. Yes! British lady massacres the entire audience, yes!
And I'm holding one of the, quite
I'm gonna make 9/11 look like a fucking joke. Yes!
It's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal infused.
You guys, some of you guys are cool. Don't come to the PC gaming show tomorrow.
Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therium, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very heart.
Great, thank you, Dave.
Get ready to rip the galaxy a new
thank you, Aiden.
Hello, fellow Aiden. I have been watching you for 2 years. You have potential. Join us.
What the fuck does that mean? It is so ominous. Stop it. I will not join the Zygotes. Never. You will never take me alive. But thank you, Aiden Zangon, for the 5 Canadian dollars, which is the same as Australian dollars, but they smell slightly of maple syrup. Anyway, yeah, I remember playing the demo for this game. It looks alright. Like, kind of an edgy Metroid kind of feel, which is cool. It's alright. Like, if you like those kinds of Metroid-esque kind of games, I'm sure you'd get a jolly from this. It kind of looks like, you know how people have been joking on Twitter how Metroid, Samus and Doomguy are both polar opposites of each other. You know, one's a corporatist salary lady, the other is completely anti-corporate, destroy everything. One's a mother figure, one's a father destroyer, breaker, drunken beerball. You are not the Pitford.
So, you know, we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time
you are not the Archchrist, Pitford. How dare you stand where he stood?
all about loot. We're talking about, you know,
Bring me the card tricks.
So a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, I mean,
Present me the trickster, you mortal.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Moze, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big mech. It's called Iron Bear. She gets into Iron Bear.
Yeah.
You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You
Mix
know,
and match.
yeah, Moze is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into 2 categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so let's talk about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing. They can bounce, they can stick to different things, you know.
Yeah.
This time, we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade, and that grenade had a bounce, it would stick, an explosion would come out, and the grenade would fire guns as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
Oh no. The Pitford, he's hacked the system.
Extend out in front of you, you know, so
It just cuts to him in his office, and he's going to perform forcibly and non-consensually perform a card trick for us.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
So
I mean, we're seeing a lot of artifacts on the screen right now. It's barely holding it together. They can't keep Pitford out of it.
Can I jump? Can I mantle? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded, and we're like, well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion. We have something we call.
Ooh, this is. It can't
Second
hold it
category of
together.
Questions unrelated to category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single-player campaign. What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single-player, maybe end-game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, it's E3, so I can give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks, you can get, you know, is basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats.
Yeah.
We doubled down on that. We have what we call Guardian Rank. And Guardian Rank not only
They got
has
rid of
that infinite
badass
progression,
rank
but
because
it
that's
has
kind of too
skills and different
try-hardy
skins
and
that you can
gay.
open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is, like,
They couldn't keep Pitchford out. They had to drop the fucking stream.
for Pitchford.
How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to
Fuck
Borderlands
yeah.
1 and 2?
Thank you for the 2 quids, Sid the Squid.
How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, you know.
Bring us
I'm an old school
Pitchford's
Nintendo
limp
fan, right? So
corpse.
I love huge
I want
boss
it
fights that
cold
have, like,
and
frames
fresh.
and stuff like that. So now those people, you know, smart people in the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault, right? And so there are different, like, huge boss encounters there that are just, you know, multi-phase boss encounters. We have, like, a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game, so a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castoray. How will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so.
Awesome. From MHL Animations. Can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun, so that's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice. All right, I'm just going to blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can.
Right.
What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see Flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and/or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
And
perfect.
Maybe, yeah.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect. Borderlands.com for more information. Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Sean, thank you.
That was the driest way you could ever, like, AMA your game.
Once again, if you have not seen all the setups in downtown.
Please tell me this is the last. The stream can barely handle it, man.
We're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for us?
What the fuck?
Oh, hi. We're live. Sorry.
You're not live. You can barely keep it together. Yep. No, it's
Maneater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup.
Oh, I remember this from last year,
survive
actually.
in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are
yeah,
eat,
Feeding
explore,
Frenzy is a
and evolve.
PopCap game.
And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's
If this is just a sequel to Feeding Frenzy by PopCap, I'm okay with that. That sounds pretty sick.
With Pitchford not doing card tricks, so they're not allowing the stream to run properly. Quick, let's sacrifice the dull gun shark woman.
I respect the choice. I reckon. I mean, it might not work, but it's worth a shot. I'm willing to try anything at this point.
Who was that appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer? Because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete, and Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is a best fisherman in the Gulf, the best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman. And he disfigures our baby shark at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Maneater is told through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus Maneaters. And it follows Pete and the player shark on its adventures. And you know, it's a really, you know, it's a very exciting way to tell a story.
And based on that trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And
Sorry, is
but
construction
we like to
going
think of
on?
the game as a shark-tastic fun action game. It's like GTA if you were a shark. But there's there is more to the game than just eating. So we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach.
Dude, this actually looks kind of sick.
There's
I'm actually
there's
like-
a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG.
This
How
is
does that
this is
progression
pretty
system
neat.
work?
So there's 3 facets to the Shark PG elements.
It's like
of the game.
Echo the Dolphin
there's growth,
meets,
there's life phases, and there's evolution.
I don't know, just
So
murder.
growth, comes
It's
about
Echo
through
the Dolphin
eating
with
things,
more
nutrients,
murder.
people,
I like
whatever
it.
you can find. And that's kind of like your XP in the game. That allows you to level up. Your shark will grow a little bit. You'll get more powerful. And then at key phases that we call life phases, you'll make a big jump. So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights, or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those
So
afternoon
it's
snacks.
essentially Jaws Unleashed.
Everyone's wanting to
Yeah,
know this question.
basically.
When's it coming out?
So we're
Spiritual
really hard
successor.
hammer-heading
Thank
away
you,
at this game, and
Salvador.
trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever.
Salvador Dali.
We're
Thank
not
you
ready
for
to
the
announce a
£2.
date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
next game.
Well, I
Okay.
hope you do, John. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
God, it's like when your teacher tries to tell a joke. It's just really awkward. And now we're gonna get an advertisement for chairs. Okay, let's be real here. Gaming chairs fucking suck. They're just regular office chairs,
You know,
but
one of the
twice
absolute
as
best parts
expensive.
about being sponsored by iWin for the PC Gaming Show is that I get to sit for this next segment and talk to you about Terraria.
And
Terraria is one of the
I thought they were gonna have an
best-selling PC games
extended
of all
discussion
time,
about the
selling
fucking
almost
chairs.
30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items
They
that
continue
released
to add
now over
content, and they ripped off
4,000.
Minecraft at an
Let's take a
incredibly
look at
opportune
their
time.
penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria: Journey's End.
I mean, full respect to Terraria. That's like, it's. I remember playing it back in the day. It's a pretty good game. It's good for what it is. I actually didn't know they had added a lot of content, so. Like, I played it back in, what, 2013? Oh shit, they had minecarts? What the fuck? That's fucking. That's mad. Well, never mind. There was an attempt.
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to Her Story. It's called Telling Lies by Annapurna Interactive, and joining me to talk about it is game director Sam Barlow and actor-producer Logan Marshall Green. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
My main man.
Now, if you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note, it is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the
Oh,
premise?
great. Full motion video.
Like
Yay.
Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time...
Can't wait for that to take up 120 gigabytes of my hard drive.
Contains secretly recorded, intimate and private conversations between our 4 characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see Telling Lies in action. Let's take a look.
Once upon a time.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
I don't
love you and I don't miss you.
You already know too much.
That would be a really Chad move if they just slipped a titty out.
Gotta get her in the bath.
Just to take down everyone's stream. Just get a guideline struck.
We love you.
Just fuck it. What the what?
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it.
Alright, Zach,
This
good
is
night. Have a
borderline
good one.
Sonic anniversary levels of not running a stream.
Oh no, Sonic Anniversary is way better than this. At least that was Sonic. This is just... Oh, this is pain. This hurts. God, I could feel... Oh, I can just feel the terabytes of hard drive space this game is going to take
Sam,
up.
I got
Holy
some
shit.
questions for you about what we've just seen. I mean, talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw, you know, subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
How do you
So what we
rank
do
the
in
parts
Life
in
is we
JoJo's?
take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
How do I rank the JoJo parts? Oh, that's a difficult one.
You're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention.
I'd say 4 and 6 are
picking up
tied.
subtext, listening to names,
Then
people's
2.
faces, and with that
Then
information, you're going to use
7.
that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time, kind of build up
3,
this picture.
5, 1.
And it's truly like an
No,
open
3,
world
5, 8,
video
1.
game.
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk
Actually,
about square kilometerage or miles.
I'd say 1 and 8 are tied.
What's the sort of scope that we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
Wow,
so
really?
It's a story that encompasses like 2 years. What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world game. You're free to explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story.
Yeah.
All the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as
What
a
about
performer
4?
in
I
this kind
said
of
4
game,
at the
what is
start,
it
you
like to
fuck.
actually try to have all the layers in there?
Part
but
4 is
each performance
overrated.
also
Ah,
matters?
no.
player's
I
going
mean,
to be
there is a
seeing
lot of
specific
filler. I will say this: I rewatched Part
Well, it's
4
definitely
recently.
a
There is a
non-linear
lot of
open
shit.
world game, but our
Like
approach and
50%
Sam's
of
approach
it
was,
is just
not
you can
unlike
skip
a
it.
movie or a
Like
TV
anything
show.
with the
You had
hair
to
lady,
understand
anything
it
with the
A
dresser.
to B. And so
I completely
for the
forgot
most
about
part,
the
that's how
lock
we shot it, obviously,
episodes.
when you're shooting a movie or a TV
Like,
show.
or the fucking
in
hot
this
paper
case,
scissors. There's a
games,
lot
you're
of
gonna
just
be shooting out of order,
episodes.
but
Like
we actually
Kira,
stayed pretty linear
best
in how we
villain in
approached
like
the story.
any work of fiction ever, but anything that
after it
isn't
like,
Kira
all the other times we're actors, we just went
or
after and did
Pearl
it,
Jam,
and what
like
do we
that's
want?
just
And-
not.
And,
I don't, it's
and we tried to make it.
it's very hit or miss.
You know, it's got a lot of scope.
But let's be real
but we
here.
wanted to make
Pearl
it as
Jam
possible,
could
and
totally
Sam is
have
one of the
defeated
best,
his
movie
Killer
and TV
Queen,
directors
like
I've worked with,
easily.
so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you too. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But
You could randomly reorder all the episodes of Part 3 to make no difference. Yeah, but that's like a shonen thing. That's like, yeah, it's villain of the week, but it's still fun. Like, I like the characters.
Very soon. We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out, very soon.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah.
and people to play it.
as soon as humanly possible.
Funny
Well, Sam Logan,
Valentine
thanks so
isn't
much
the
for joining
villain.
me
He
on
really
stage.
isn't.
Once again,
Ish.
telling lies.
I mean, he does rape a 14-year-old.
Now,
He has
up
good
on the
motivation.
balcony, Frankie's going to be talking
I like
to us
him.
about a
He wants
game
to
that my
pick up a
friends
napkin
year after
and
year after
make
year
America
keep
funny
telling
word
me
again.
I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look at the next expansion to the universe.
I
is
like
Space
part
Rebecca
5 the
Ford.
most.
So, chat,
Changed my
behave
mind.
yourselves, please, because we're here. Now, Rebecca.
Giorno is boring.
We're gonna take a look at
He has
an
no
amazing trailer that
personality. He has less
together. A lot of our
personality
players
than
have been waiting a year
Jotaro.
for a look at what we've been calling
His
the next
personality
episode.
is he has a dream, he
see what we
hates
can do.
drugs,
Yeah, let's
and he
take a look.
casually sexually assaults Mister. That's it. He doesn't have an arc or anything. And Diavolo, he's not an interesting villain. He's got a cool motif and a good mystique, but Diavolo himself is just
Okay, now some actual Warframe experience.
Yeah, Warframe.
You could play it, or not. Who cares at this point? Yet you could play Journey on Epic Store. It's pretty good.
Oh, is Journey has Journey finally come out on the Epic Store? Like finally. I'm gonna look that up actually. So thank you for Norg the Fish for the pollen. What the fuck is pollen? That's not fucking real. Polish zloty? Zloty? What the fuck is that? That's a real currency? What? Oh, thank you for the 25 zloty.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic.
But yeah, Warframe. That's the thing. If you like it, then cool. I mean, it's at least it's something.
It's real because, you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack. It's basically taking the Space Ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack to essentially explore the solar system.
All JoJo parts are inferior to Ho-Hey Joestar.
is in London, Ontario.
All parts are inferior to Ho-Hey Joestar. Yeah, you're right. That's it. Pearl Jam, like the band. No. That's the chef's stand. His stand ability is that he makes healing spaghetti, and that tastes really good. Pearl Jam could totally beat Killer Queen. Easy. Not even a question.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TanaCon on July 6th. Thank you. Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today, but nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based jazz odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers.
This one's gonna be kind of quirky, though. This one's gonna be so quirky, guys.
WTF is JoJo and why do you keep on talking about it?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is one of the most amazing and influential and referred to works of fiction ever invented. I cannot overhype it. It's genuinely the greatest work of fiction ever. In fact, to even call it a work of fiction, that's selling it short. It's more of like a religious scripture. Like, people say JoJo reference. It's more that all works of fiction are in the JoJo universe. Like, JoJo is the progenitor to all of creation. That's the real Big Bang.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play
that looked kind of quirky.
as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western inspired project from Studio Handy Games.
Wait, is Journey's actually already out on the Epic Games Store for $15? Are you fucking me?
Where will you be saving the E3 streams?
They'll be in the playlist, the stream archive playlist. If you're a Patreon, I've been posting the unlisted VODs in the Discord. And after E3, I'll be making them a bit more public. Like, I'll be putting them in the playlist. And, well, at some point. But yeah. The Epic Games Store is $15.
Without context of JoJo, you sound like you're comparing Queen and Pearl Jam.
Posting things out of context. Like, my favorite out of context screenshot is Whitesnake with the gun screaming "Die Foo Fighters" without the context of JoJo. It's just a man angrily murdering the Foo Fighters. It's genius. Thank you for the quid. I wasn't paying attention to any of that. I'm just keep thinking about JoJo and pies and not watching this. Yes, final! It's almost over! Foo Fighters is best girl. Yes, that is accurate.
From Dungeons and Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the
Foo
creative
Fighters,
director of Dungeons and
100%
Dragons,
best girl.
Mike Merles, to talk
Hands
about
down.
Baldur's
Without
Gate
question.
3.
Best Plankton. God, I just want Part 6 to be animated. It's so bad. I love it
Now,
so
this was
much.
only just recently
God, I
announced. How
fucking
did this
love Part
partnership
6.
come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. And I tried to convince them back then that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3 license. And they said, yeah.
Oh, they talk about Baldur's
but we had a
Gate?
long
Fuck,
chat
alright, that's
about,
fair enough.
What the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said,
Yeah.
you need to come to Seattle right away. And
Yeah.
we're going to have dinner in a very
In your
shady
opinion,
restaurant.
what
And
makes
he had this big stack
JoJo
of
refrain
paper with
itself
him.
from being
And
kind
on
of
it was Baldur's
quirky,
Gate
though?
3, and in it was pretty much everything that he says, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it?
well, you know, good characters and
do it.
blah, blah, blah.
And then a couple of
Having
weeks later, we
its...
started
I think the
negotiating, and here we are.
biggest point of it
I mean,
is
what
that
does
it
the Baldur's Gate
establishes
franchise mean to you?
rules.
Oh, to
It's
me,
really
it's the
good
crown
at
jewel of
establishing
D&D,
rules and how
computer games,
fights
right?
are
I mean,
less
for me
like
personally,
actual...
Baldur's Gate, the original one, was
It's
the
almost
finally I had a
over.
chance to
Ha,
actually
there's
play
a
D&D
god.
campaign
Thank
rather
you,
than
another
run them for all
damn
my
guardsman,
friends.
and yes,
So
we're
it just
nearly
means so
there.
much
We're
to us.
nearly
Baldur's
fucking
Gate,
there. Thank you for the
you know,
$10.
such a fantastic
But
storytelling,
what
and
separate,
it's so
what makes JoJo
exciting
good
to
is that it
see,
establishes rules,
not only
and
new
so
generation
that
games,
makes it so
but
fights
for
are
the
more like
gamers who
logic
remember of the
punches,
20 years it's been
logic
since the original of the first two in the
puzzles
series.
than
So it's
actual
incredibly
punchy
exciting. And for
fighties.
us,
That's
it
why
really
there's so
is
many.
such an
That's why there's so many
important
Dragon
part
Ball
of
Z fights, because that's all there is to it, just screaming and punchy and going Goku, Goku.
What are things we're going to see in Baldur's
With
Gate?
JoJo, it's logic
Well, we're only
puzzles.
talking
That's
about
why
what's in
some of the
the trailer
best
right now,
fights
but,
aren't even
obviously
technically
you're gonna go to
fights,
the
like
city,
the
because we start in the
Derby
city.
fights
You
or
start outside
Superfly
of the city,
or
actually.
stuff like that,
There's going to be
or the
minefields.
rats,
They're very nasty.
or that kind of shit.
You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we call
That's
it.
what makes JoJo so good, and it's
accelerated, so
also
that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're
how
gonna see a lot
it
of iconic creatures, iconic
embraces
characters,
its
iconic places.
absurdity,
far as
I
it goes.
think.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements.
Rat
because
is stronger than
obviously,
D.
you know,
The
there's
rat,
big
it's
resurgence of Dungeons
that's
and
the, also a
Dragons,
thing.
broadcasts on
Canonically, the most
I mean,
powerful character
how do you
in the show
translate some of these
is a
insane
rat.
things that players want to do into, you know, what has to be. a
Dio is
structured
the most
computer.
powerful stand user,
So
but
we
then
started with player
Jotaro
handbook,
defeated
which is basically
Dio,
the basic rule set of
and
Dungeons
then
Which player handbook?
Jotaro was
Fifth edition,
defeated
fifth edition.
by the rat.
And so we ported as much as we could. to the
Technically,
video game. We looked
that
at what
by
worked really well, we looked at the things that didn't work that well.
canonically,
Video
that
game
makes the
was
rat
made
more
for,
powerful.
tabletop gaming.
Did you know that Iraqi's birthday
So we started
came?
modifying
Yep, that was
those
June
things, and
6th.
then we had
That's
to
pretty sick.
add things on top of it,
Christmas
because,
had come early.
If you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, "Well, I want to do this,"
Yeah.
and then the
I
game
want to
master
start a fight with a pigeon, and he's like, "Okay, roll for
sure.
dexterity."
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually?
But
play out?
Josuke beat the rat. We don't talk
Well,
about
I
that bit.
could,
We don't
let's
talk
say
about
that
that bit.
Because you asked me a nasty question, I don't want to answer it.
Did you know that
I
everyone can
take the
beat
chair over there, I
ultimate
put it in the fire,
cars?
smash it on your head.
Yeah, that sounds about. That generally sounds about right,
Fine,
honestly.
we're just talking. We're just talking.
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for.
Are you going
do
to
it, which are
stream
not
the
necessarily going to
Ubisoft
be described
D3?
Yes, I'm going to stream all of it. I mean, if I'm going to. It's not like if I can stand the PC gaming show, I can stand to stream the fucking Ubisoft. I don't want to. I really don't.
You know, we think of Dungeons and Dragons, the
Like,
universe.
it's
of
just
D&D,
going to be 2 hours of
it's like a
going,
twin
oh yay,
There's no
another
map for players
sandbox,
to go
and
into,
isn't
build their
Tom
own
Clancy
story.
still
Working with
dead?
Larry and
Like,
working
that's
with Ben,
all
a lot
these
of it was
fucking
just
Ubisoft
opening up
shows
that toy
are.
box and
It's
sharing.
boring.
And giving that kind of guidance, you know, like I remember one of our first meetings. we just
Superfly
laid
is
out a
underrated.
map of
Superfly is
all these games,
great.
story
I love
codes, and asking
Superfly.
a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we've always wanted to put into a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, you know, what does it mean in terms of
of the story for each character. for each character race, each character class.
My
So
favorite
that,
logic
you know,
moment
you
is
have
when
your favorite
Giorno
class,
used his hand as a
you really
piranha,
feel like
which
you're
turned
taking
into
on that
a
role that you love so much.
bike and
Coming
exploded.
to life in an authentic way.
That is there's some pretty good Galaxy Brain moments in Part 5. Like, I do like Part 5. Like, everything besides the protagonist and the villain. If it just had a stronger villain and a stronger protagonist, I'd fucking love it, but it doesn't. So I just,
So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's
but
one
it has some
side.
really
All
fucking
the
great
different games
fights.
coming
Like,
together
in
to
that
make
same
one
episode, the line,
So,
we
on
can't get
September
away.
13th, we're
They'll
releasing our next
notice if we
tabletop
steal
game.
one car.
Baldur's Gate
But
is
if we
set into a
steal
And it is the next
100 cars, we'll slip away. It's
So if you haven't played a Baldur's
genius.
Gate game since
Part 6 has so many moments like that too. Like fucking. The one where
So this will give you a chance to
in
check
the
out the
rods
scene,
fight,
what's going on, it's
where to counteract the rods,
We also feature
Jolene,
complete levels of
Galaxy
13
Brain.
campaign.
What am I gonna
Takes you
do?
all the streets of Baldur's Gate
It's
to the
controlling my
depths of
body
hell
temperature to
itself.
control me.
Thoughts on the world over heaven?
I have no idea what World Over Heaven is.
wanna redeem Baldur's
I'm
Gate,
only
we'll send
halfway
it to
through
them.
Hohei Joestar.
We're putting that right in players'
But
hands.
he looks really
Well, I have
stupid.
to ask Sam, it's a question on a lot
But
of
yeah,
people's minds.
Galaxy
What can you
Brain
talk to
moment.
us
He's
about
controlling my body temperature, so to control my body. How am I going to counteract it? I know. I'm going to light myself on fire.
We don't. This is the
Genius.
game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Eyes Over Heaven,
Well, I
the
know a
game.
lot of
Yes,
people
right.
have
I've
been
got
waiting
that
for a
game. I
long
couldn't
time.
finish it
Now, I
because it
think I
was
speak for a lot of
fucking
people here when I
stupid and
say, take your
terrible.
time. If the Divinity original Sin games are any indication of the quality, it's going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ben and Mike talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving? Well, it's because the PC gaming show has officially concluded.
Thank
Let's
you.
bring
Thank you.
up on the
God,
stage the
how long
fantastic
was that?
Frankie
That was 2
Ward.
hours.
Here, Frankie.
That was nearly 2 hours. Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Sean. Hasn't this audience been
And the stream is dead. Everything's died. Hello?
We want to give an
what
enormous thanks
happened?
to all you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning, and of course the sponsors.
Everything's
who helped
breaking
make
for
this
me. What's
possible.
going on?
Epic Game Store, iWin, Frontier, Funcom, Paradox Interactive, Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion, Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so these sponsors.
Are we back?
super for letting
Is
us
everything
put on
fine?
this
Can we
show
guess
every year. Thank you so much. And I gotta ask, Frank,
write
any titles
knob
you're
in the
excited about?
chat. Just write knobs in the chat if everything's still good.
So definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly then I also want to eat things. Maybe elephants included. So man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking
Oh, she
forward
wants to
Songs
eat
of
elements.
Conquest,
Oh
and as
my
you
God,
heard,
she's so
there's games
quirky.
coming out all across 2019 and into 2020.
You
We
are
hope
the
you'll have a
most
fantastic
boring
E3
human beings
officially
to
begins
have
tomorrow.
ever
Big
dwelled
shout
this
out to all your
planet.
press conferences.
You are
Hello
just
again, Drop Frames.
so
Good to see you
lame.
2 years
You
in
are
a
the
row. Hope
lamest
you'll have a
creatures to
fantastic time
ever
at E3
dwell
and Go
this.
play some games and make
Just
some
so-
friends. See you next year. Bye bye
Thank you
bye.
very much. Goodbye.
That was so boring. That was so fucking boring. Oh my God. I never want to put myself through that ever again. Don't do that to me. I'm trying to think, is there anything that was worth retaining the knowledge of in that 2.5 hours? Or hour and a half to 2 hours. Is there anything worth remembering from that besides the JoJo discussion? The shark game. That's about it. Like, maybe the sharks. I remember the sharks. Sharks were pretty quirky. Microsoft was way better. Casually putting toothpicks in my fingernails would have been better than that. Jesus Christ. That was so fucking hard to get through. Fucking hell. Witchfire was announced 2 years ago. It really was. God, there's just never anything interesting. It's so boring. Like, if you ever want to announce a game, if you're a game developer in the audience, if you want to announce a name, announce it at the PC gaming show. Because if it is actually interesting, then you will stand out so much that you will blow people's minds. If you think of something that's actually, like, interesting, You will blow everyone's mind just in comparison to the pure hour and a half of fucking beige. And thank you, Smokers Fat, for the singular quid. That's pretty cool. I want to marry all... Angry Joe, what are you doing? Angry Joe, what are you doing? You're posting cringe. You're posting cringe, Angry Joe. You're gonna lose subscribe. I wanna marry all these women. Dizzy, Starship Troopers, and Daisy. Star Wars equals Frankie and Space Mom. At heart, passionate, smart, infectious smiles, lovely. That's more. What more could you want? Floats away on hearts, daydreaming, my crushes. Angry Joe, what are you doing? What are you levels? No one's impressed by this. What the fuck are you doing? Oh God, Angry Joe, what are you doing? You've done this to yourself, Angry Joe. Oh shit, that's quid.
On the bright side, Lyle can report on the Nintendo Direct before posting pre-game discharge.
Hell yeah, finally. After all these years, he'll finally be able to beat the Nintendo
Christ.
Direct. I agree, another damn guardsman. I agree with the full-heartedly with that message and that tone. Oh god, the pre-game discharge is always fucking great. I love Lyle so much. He just makes fucking excellent content. That's absolutely amazing. His wit and banter and his ability to improvise. He's just, oh god, I've watched him for years. He's amazing. Watch Lyle McFuckbag. It's pretty good. Oh god. So is there anything else I'm forgetting? The Ubisoft stream starts in, I believe, an hour? I have to look this up. I've looked this up like 20 times and I keep forgetting this. The Ubisoft stream is in an hour and that'll be a good time to rest my voice for a bit. Let's see. It's at 6 a.m., so an hour. Okay. Wait, what's Limited Run Games press conference? Did you see? This is basically. I did,
Here you
and
go,
I
mate. Love the
came
JoJo
laughing.
discussion. Gotta sleep now. Good night.
All right, 90, righty, tighty, ABC, XYZ. Thank you for all the rubles or the rupees. Sorry, I'm on a video game website. It just does that sometimes. Apparently there's another conference right now, so I might watch that. Oh wait, hang on.
And then I guess I get a little bit too into it, and Nina rips my throat out.
Okay, this is about the Devolver Digital. We're gonna watch this.
My vocal cords, so it's easier for them to get ripped out.
This is behind the scenes of the Devolver Digital conference. If you didn't see that, fucking. Oh, that's fucking sick.
I'm excited to die.
3, 2, 1, action!
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Hey, you! What the shit am I doing here?
God, I love the Devolver Digital conference so fucking much. Devolver's like really cringy. No, they're not well, I mean, you gotta think of it as an Adult Swim sketch.
This is pretend my body. It's a fake body.
If you think of it as an Adult Swim sketch, then it's it's amazing. It's just Eric Andre. Or Tim and Eric. Just think that.
But I have the ability to rip a thing out through here. There's not much preparation for something like this. You just gotta pretend you're being torn apart and lose your mind.
I know, right? Super lit, my guy. And now, a look at our next game reveal. Whoa. How did I see that? What is going on?
I'm dirty.
I want to take a shower, but I can't. It was fun. When do I get my check?
I think it's like a little too overdone. I don't think it's overdone at all. I mean, I think it's just in the contrast of everything else that's going on at E3. It
Have you played the Dio and Kira Doom mods?
I have not played Dio and Kira Doom mods, but that sounds sick as fuck.
And then he zapper. And we wanted to get this really close, really bloody up front. It's literally seconds after last year's E3 press conference.
But
so she's covered in blood, she's shot to death.
if
They put her on the table,
yeah,
open
it
up
just
her clothes, stick it
it's just
together,
that these
and,
conferences have so much personality compared to the usual E3 conferences, which have zero personality. It just looks overbearing, which I can agree. It's not. I mean, if you don't find it funny, that's fine. It's purely subjective, but I just love these conferences so fucking much.
I am just super stoked to be joining the Devolver Cinematic Universe. This kind of epic story that is being told through all of these big and fancy press conferences that I think is just so much fun. It's so aware of the landscape of these press conferences, and I love just how much fun Devolver is having.
Expect blood to be mostly everywhere. Swearing abounds and ridiculousness. Everyone's just going to give each other hell. It's like a, oh yeah, I'll take you, sort of like goofiness.
This is a good day. This is one of those days where I'm probably not going to have to take a shower afterwards. Yesterday...
Just a reminder, Journey and Org Doom DLC by Romero.
And I was wearing all of
Oh yeah, that's a Final Doom, right?
It was a lot. It's fun.
That does exist. I remember that.
Working on these projects. Like I said before, there's always something different. It's always interesting. It's always original.
When does Ubisoft start? It starts in an
It's
hour.
always a good time.
Ubisoft starts in an hour, but I might end the stream or. Okay, right. That was interesting, but there's another conference type thing that I don't know what it is. I might check it out.
Something like that in the works.
Fuck. No, what? Fuck it. I can't find the stream anywhere else.
Oh, that. Okay. Thank you for the nasi. Oh,
Yeah, this'll do.
I don't think it's gonna happen for us, folks. That sounded pretty close.
God, rape is so cringe, guys.
Why are people saying Ubisoft is live?
Guys, rape is cringe. I better not catch you raping.
Like I said, I'll take requests. But I won't give them.
Okay, but for real, where is the limited run games? Try limited run games E3. That was 12 months ago.
Pick what game I want to play.
Oh, will it be? I think. Hang on, it'll probably be playing on Twitch,
We're
won't
still
it?
waiting on your copy of Celeste. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait, it's starting? What
I'm
the fuck?
assuming that's a minor tech
I have to watch this random guy's stream with
Bumping up
fucking
the volume
3
of the
viewers.
press conference once this is going. So don't worry, guys. I always prioritize this.
I can't. Or is it just a pre-show? I think it's just some kind of fucking padding show like they gave. Ah, here we are. Limited run games. Found it.
Run Games E3 presentation, broadcasting live from the remodeled Limited Run Auditorium in Apex, North Carolina. Coming onto the stage are hosts Josh Fairhurst and Douglas Bogart.
There's like. Okay, interesting.
Hi, I'm Josh Fairhurst, the co-founder and
Alright,
CEO
I'm going to end the stream in like 30 seconds if you don't show me something I actually give a shit about.
of Limited Run Games. here today to talk about physical game releases. Since 2015, Limited Run Games has taken over 200 different digital games and made them physical for collectors, preservationists, archivists, and everybody in between. Today, we're excited to show off a brand new slate of games that we'll be bringing to you in physical form exclusively at limitedrungames.com. Now, if you've tuned into this showcase...
Oh yeah, we are so ending the stream. Come back in an hour and we'll be yeah, no one gives a fuck about these guys. Alright, so come back in an hour. We'll be watching the Ubisoft conference, and if you enjoyed boring yourself shitless there, and boring yourself shitless at the PC gaming event, we'll come back in an hour and you can bore yourself shitless at the Ubisoft event. So we'll see you there. Ta-ta.